Ladies and gentlemen, if you're finding this channel for the first time, please subscribe to these two gentlemen. One is T Streams, one is the living legend Larry. And now it's time to try to give you guys those life gains in your wallets, in your pocketbooks, in your breast, in your sock, wherever you like to put your money. We're going to help you increase that little area so that you can't put the money there no more. So, Larry, we're talking about some good stocks that I think people should take a look at. All right, now I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see my Robinhood account because I just got a good stock that I put Larry on to that he might take a look at tomorrow. I bought calls on something called the Global Autonomous Self-Driving EV. It's called Drive is the ticker. All right, and here it is right here. I bought a call for $28 and my call lasts until September. Now, what is this ETF? It is exactly what it says. It is a global fund that invests in the companies that are the top companies making autonomous vehicles and EVs. So it's a mixture of Tesla. It's a mixture of the technology companies that's putting in the EV driving capabilities to Tesla. LiDAR is the one that NIO uses. They got a little bit of that. And as you can see, the call cost me $630. My value is $530, which is pretty good considering how long this call runs. And so if you all wanted to invest in autonomous cars and EVs, but you don't feel like spending the money you have to pay for Tesla, this is an excellent stock. And I always tell people, look at the history. In 5 years, 82% gain. Come down to a year, you got a 78% gain. And in the last 3 months, the stock has made 53%. And down to a month ago, 20%. And you get the picture. You get the picture, ladies and gentlemen. This is an excellent stock for you guys to have. And if it makes you feel any better, one of our favorite companies also invests in this stock, and that company is called ARK ETF. ARK ETF investing in another ETF. Larry, talk about how you feel about that stock and what are your moves the rest of this week, because I done told Larry there's a stock he need to get out of while he's 500 in the good, but he wants to wait through this earnings call. And I told him I've seen pure disasters with people rating around to pull their money or betting on the stock post earnings call. Even if it's the earnings are good, sometimes it just goes down for a little bit. So Larry, what are your moves this week? And what do you think about that global ETF EV?
Yeah, man, I like that one. I think that's a good one. I'm actually considering that one there. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like the fact that they sort of, because if you want to buy into Tesla and some of these other automakers, it can be very expensive. So to have an ETF that gives you a little piece of all of them in that one package is kind of nice. Especially when ARK starts investing in them, then you know that it's heading in the right direction. So you may have to hold it for a little while, but you at least know it's heading in the right direction. So
when I say ARK is investing in it, I don't mean they're taking their ETF and investing. I mean the individuals that run ARK are investing in it personally.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah. As far as my own personal thing that you were talking about with fuel cell, I'm hoping it goes up. I had to make the decision whether to sell it or hold on to it because the earnings calls tomorrow in the pre-market hours. So the good news is going to come. It's going to come. It's the good news or the bad news is coming before the market even opens. So I had to decide today before the market closed whether to stay in it or get out. So I just rolled the dice. I figured, hey, the upside was big. If it goes down, if it tanks, then either one, I just have to hold it until and hope I don't lose any. Well, if the earning calls is bad and I can get out without losing anything, then I just get out. But if not, then I just have to hold it for a little while. So it's not a big deal either way. But the upside for me, is looking better than the downside.
T Streams, have you started back investing in stocks and all that yet? What are you following?
Man, honestly, I hadn't made any new moves to that portfolio, and probably like we was talking the other day in our little private chat. Right now, I'm probably going to the things that me and my wife have together, I'm probably going to sort of dip off and do something, single, so that I can get in on some of the personal stuff with you guys.
I feel you.
And yeah, which
And
I'll
so,
probably still have to share some of that too.
hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. So my homie Big Will followed me in buying a call on Ford for a whole year. Larry Ford was at the top of the S&P today. And so me and him both in the good. So my call for Ford is a $7 call. All right.
Okay.
And it doesn't expire until you see this date down here, 1/21/22. So next year.
Right.
Next year. And I'm already up almost $200. And it only cost, I'm already up. My value is at 433. I paid 247. I'm up 186 bucks right now as we speak. And I told y'all I believe in Ford this year because their CEO and all those other things I was telling you guys. So that's why I was like, to get a call of Ford for $200 and you can just sit on it for a whole year, you can't beat that. I mean, you can't beat that. And so, look, I almost want to get out right now with my 180, but I'm not. That'd be stupid because it's a whole year call. Ain't no need in jumping out right now. You got a whole year to let them things grow. And as soon as we see the numbers with the Mustang and the Bronco, it's going to be gangbusters. And they've got some commercials they're going to run Super Bowl weekend to introduce the Bronco and the Mustang to people that haven't seen it. And both of them are electrified. Now, I'll tell y'all this now. There is a point where I will get out this ship. I mean, I'll get out early. If them numbers start getting into the 4 digits, I'm getting out. I don't care what nobody say. I ain't going to go through no more coronavirus dips, no barbell dips, whatever dips you like. You might even like sweet and low dip. I'm not going through none of that. If it hits the number I want, I'm out of it. So, but fellas,
trust to see what said, would you buy a Ford though?
Trust to see, I ain't buying no Ford. No, but I will say this though. Have y'all seen that Lucid Air EV? Man, you ain't seen the Lucid.
It looks good.
It looks good, T-String. It's an EV. It's a big body EV. It kind of reminds you of like a big body Lincoln or something, only it's luxury. Tesla better watch out. If the technology in that car is half as good as the technology in Tesla, Tesla got a fight on their hands. And they've got a huge fight on their hands. So